these stories and information of past reach us? Well, there are people like historians and archaeologists. Who work like detectives, means they gather all the evidences from the sources of history. They compare these evidences, the archaeological sources like coins and all, which have information like the year in which this coin was made, the name of the ruler who got these coins minted, right, the region of his kingdom, the map of his kingdom. It will be compared with the literary work that has been studied by the historian, right? After connecting all these information, these detective like people, the historians and archaeologists, they reconstruct the events of past in form of stories and pass on them to us, right? Okay. Now, history. Historians generally study all the literary work. Now, children, in olden times, in our country, all the literary work that was written down in olden times was mainly in Sanskrit language. All our Vedas and Upanishads are mostly written in Sanskrit language. It was said to be the language of the learned or the knowledgeable people, right? But besides this, the other language was also used to write down the records. The languages which were used besides Sanskrit were Prakrit and Tamil. These languages are said to be the languages which are even older than Sanskrit. Okay? Okay. Now, in olden times, the knowledgeable people, they maintained a record of their day-to-day life and the important events that happened in their lives. Many of you all must be maintaining a daily diary wherein you must be writing all the important things that happened in your day at the end of that happened in your day, that you must be noting it down in your daily diary at the end of the day. Something similar to that, right? The learned people who knew how to read and write, they used to maintain record of their day-to-day activities. But what about the people who were not learned? There were many people who were hunters, who were farmers, who were fishermen, right? And these people will not be knowing how to read and write. So these people, they did not maintain any records of their daily activities, right? Now, about their daily activities, about their lifestyle, we get the information from the archaeological sources, which will be studied by the archaeologists. Archaeologists study all objects that are part of archaeological material. Like coins, weapons, tools, etc. Right? Now, children, do you know, many a times the archaeological sources are also found from under the earth, right? Like the bones of animals and people, many pots, potteries, many craft items, all these by passing of time, they have got buried under the ground, right? You all must have heard about Mohenjo-daro. It was a very big city that was discovered from under the ground. It means the archaeologists, they also have to get the excavations, means they have to dig out the ground from where it seems that they can find some archaeological sources, right? Many a times the archaeological sources, they may be hidden away from our eyes. They can be hidden in forest or in caves which are very far away from our cities and villages. You all must have heard about the Ajanta and Ellora caves, which were discovered accidentally in Aurangabad district of Maharashtra, right? The historians, they have to explore, means they have to uh, visit far away distant places in search of many archaeological sources, right? Now children, you all must have understood well the difference between the archaeologists and the historians, right? Now, for a systematic and proper study of past events and to not to get confused amongst the evidences that the historians and the archaeologists have arranged to reconstruct the history, all the events of history are arranged by them in a proper date-wise sequence, which is known as chronology. Okay. Now, the date line or the chronology of events is counted in timeline where the birth period of Jesus Christ is considered to be the central part. Now, this chronological sequence or date-wise arrangement of events is counted from the date assigned to the birth of Jesus Christ. Right? Now, let me explain you this way. The center point is the birth period of Jesus Christ. It is considered or it is labeled as common era or also Christian era, right? Meaning in this period Jesus Christ came on this earth. When we write this, when we mention this date period along with the date, it is mentioned as CE, like 200 CE. It means 200 year of common era. Now when we discuss or when we study about the events that have happened before the birth of Jesus Christ, we have to mark it as the backward, means before the birth of Jesus Christ. It is generally written or mentioned as BC or BCE, which means before Christ or before common era, right? Now, if we are going to discuss or study about the information that have happened after the birth of Jesus Christ, we have to go backwards. We have to mention the year of that particular incident as AD. It also means Anno Domino. You can remember it as after death. after the death of Jesus Christ. And the time period, it will be mentioned in this way: 200 years after death. A particular incident has taken place 200 years after the death of Jesus Christ, or 200 years after the Christian era began, or the Christian era started, like that, Anno Domini. I hope this much is clear to you all.